Hi, this is PR Sundar. Welcome to Pre-Market Report sponsored by Delta.Exchange. Yesterday, while I was talking in the pre-market report, things were okay. In fact, GIFT Nifty was indicating, flat to slightly positive opening. But then before our market opened, the Trump has tweeted, he asked all the people of Tehran to leave the place. So that indicated, so US is possibly might join Israel in attacking Iran. And later in the day, he left the G7 meeting. When the reporters asked him, is he leaving early in order to arrange for some truce between Israel and Iran? He said, no, that's not the case. So it's going to be something much bigger than that. In fact, the French president has said that Trump is working on a truce, but then he said, okay, French president is wrong. So there is something big is cooking. So the people got the idea that, so US will definitely attack Iran. So because of that, the market has fallen. The Nifty has fallen about 150 points. The Bank Nifty has also fallen. And the Bank Nifty has wiped out the entire gain made after the RBI policy. So when the market goes down, something happens, market goes higher. When the market goes above 25,000, something bad comes, the market falls, So this zigzag movement between 24,500 and 25,200 continues. And looks like it's going to likely to continue until the end of this series. We have how many more trading sessions? I think we have about 7 trading sessions. And moreover, the volatility is going to be higher because today there's a Fed policy, and then on Friday is a quadruple witching day in US markets. So these days usually tend to be highly volatile. Option premiums are like sky high. But our market, surprisingly, there were many surprises yesterday. The Nifty has fallen nearly 150 points. There is a war fear. There is a fear of US joining the war. And despite all these things, the India VIX has actually fallen. So usually the India VIX usually will shoot up. The option premiums will go higher. But yesterday that was not the case. That's number one. Number two, FIAs. FIAs were actually net buyers for about 2,000 crores plus, I think. So along with the domestic institutions, net institutional buying was more than 10,000 crores. But despite that, Nifty has fallen 150 points. There's a second surprise. The third surprise is that yesterday, the epicenter of all these problems is Israel. Israel is the one launched the war against Iran first. But Israel stock market hit fresh all-time high yesterday. So, that maybe, the people in Israel think that, so definitely they are going to win. When US support them, the G7 support them, and all the countries support them, so it's natural, they feel. But still, a market hitting all-time high when there is a war breaks out, that's really surprising. So some people are saying, now maybe the stock market traders are maybe complacent, they do not see the danger ahead, the crude prices keep going higher every day. So my analysis remains the same. So Bank Nifty is taking a back seat and IT is taking the front seat. And then FMCG trying to recover, and auto, there is no hope in the short term. So, so when all these 4 indices doing well, so that is when, the markets can break out, can move higher. And then Parma also, Trump again, I think is tweeted, is talking about Parma tariff. So because of that, Parma stocks have come down. Although Parma index, it's not an index heavyweight stocks, right? So Reliance plus these 4 sectors, banks, automobiles, FMCG and IT, but not in the order. I think in the order it should be banking, IT, Reliance, and then FMCG and auto. So sentimentally negative, GIFT Nifty indicating about 25-30 point gap down. Uh, like yesterday and night, US markets recovered very well, but then suddenly the Trump tweeted and asking Iran to surrender unconditionally. So if not, he did not say explicitly, but he said that he's losing the patience. So that indicates the US might join the war along with Israel. So if that happens, then there can be more disruption to oil supply. So oil prices may shoot up. I think yesterday oil prices have already shot up nearly 3-4%, I think. So definitely it is not time to be complacent. It is time to be cautious. Yesterday also I tweeted saying that, if you have sold put options, better cover the put options and you can sell the put option the next day, as long as there is no warfare. So, you may have to pay extra brokerage, service tax, and other charges. Plus, you may lose some money also. Sometimes you may gain also. Now, today, if it is opening gap down 30-40 points, I'm sure you will get some extra money. So, sometimes, professional traders, during the uncertain time, so they do not like to carry positions overnight. They close the position, end of the day, they recreate the position the next day. Particularly on Friday, definitely they close all the position. Monday, they recreate the position. So, I always say, other days you make a mistake, you lose only 1 day sleep. But on Friday, you make a mistake, you lose 3 days sleep. Let us say Friday night, something big happens. Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, 3 days you cannot sleep. So sometimes it's better safe than sorry. We may lose a little bit, but losing a little bit is okay than losing the entire capital if there is a big gap down, so those kind of things. So the same idea only today also. Today morning, if you sell any put options, better close by the end of the day, and then let this US stand be very, very clear. That Trump is very, very famous for talking ambiguously. So, like yesterday he said something big, but he didn't say what is it. And now he says, like Iran has to surrender unconditionally. I do not know how far is it possible for any country to surrender unconditionally. Like they have to save their faces, right? So overall, the markets are not falling much, but that is a good thing. Who knows? Today markets may recover also because FIAs were net buyers, DIAs were net buyers. Put together, they bought for more than 10,000 crore. So US futures are slightly higher now. Who knows? There may be some short covering also. But if any such short covering happens, use that opportunity to cut down the put positions and call positions. Anything you have, it should be above 25,200. Yesterday, even 25,200 call prices was not very good. I think 12-13 rupees only. But next week, calls were trading around 80 rupees. Right? So trade with caution, and these are the times suddenly market can move 200-300 point on either side. It can move on the higher side also. If there is an indication, I'm just giving an example. Let us say Iran says, okay, we are ready to surrender. Then that's it. Markets will shoot up like anything. So by thinking that there is a war, you just keep only selling call options. That also will get into some kind of a trouble. So the best thing is that trade intraday, stop loss, and then re-enter the next day. So you just keep doing like this for a few days until this Iran-Israel issue is becoming very, very clear for that. So other than that, there is nothing specific today. I think auto stocks will be in focus because the crude prices keep going higher. So hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for watching.